Reno Omokiri published 15 reasons why he will be voting President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and I want to be honest with you today. Some of what he said is true. The stock exchange numbers are real, ASU strike is real, the student loan initiative is real. But here is what Reno did not put in that letter. Now, Reno Omokiri said Nigeria went from a GDP of 269 trillion naira to 372 trillion naira. He did not tell you that the same Nigeria now have over 133 million people living in multi-dimensional poverty. The economy grew on paper. The poverty grew in your pockets. He also said that all states are now paying salaries. He did not tell you that those salaries buy less than half of what they bought in May 2023 because food inflation has hit over 40% at the moment. Petrol went from 195 naira to 1,300 naira, 1,200 naira per liter, and the naira lost over 70% of its value. He didn't say that. He said Nigeria is now exporting refined petroleum products. He did not tell you that the ordinary Nigerians are still paying some of the highest fuel prices relatively to the income anywhere in Africa. He also said foreign reserves are now at $52 billion. He did not tell you that Nigeria's public debt has gone from 87 trillion naira to over 144 trillion naira in 3 years. We have more reserves and more debts at the same time. He said something that 14 uninterrupted cycles of GDP growth. But this Reno Omokiri did not tell you that GDP growth and the cost of living moving are in opposite directions. And the movement in opposite direction is not prosperity. It is what economists call growth without development. The numbers improve, the lives of people do not. He asks how we can witness this progress and not vote for Tinubu in 2027. Now, dear Reno Omokiri, listen and listen carefully. How can you link stock exchange return and passport ranking into a Nigerian mother who cannot afford to feed our children 3 square meal a day? How can you cite foreign reserves to a family that has not had electricity for 3 consecutive days sometimes? How can you mention tourist numbers to a community in Oyo State whose children got kidnapped for over how many days before they got returned? Progress that only shows in statistics but not in the daily life of the people is not progress for ordinary Nigerians. It is just a press release, a press statement. And if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu feels, and you Reno Omokiri, as well as the other APC goons feels they have done well, they should do this. They should remove money from the 2027 election. We saw it happen in the Osun State election. Look at how they brought in money to narrow the gap between Ambo and Ademola Adeleke's vote. Yes, Ademola Adeleke would have won with a landslide, but people collected 30,000 naira, sold their conscience, and voted for APC. They gave them 15,000 naira with the promise of 15,000 naira after voting. So some of them went, voted, snap it, and showed them to collect the remaining 15,000 naira. That was why the voting was just 60,000 gap. APC is ready. Some of them were saying the money that was shared, some of them are money that have been stored in the house. Those cash you think are not in circulation. During the APC election, during the Osun State election, APC brought out those cash and shared it just to get votes, which is what I've discussed on this channel about the grassroots. There was a guy that money was given to them that if he voted for APC, this I'm talking about in my community, he will give him the money. The guy went to vote for Adeleke. They were saying that they will not give him that money. This is the reason why people don't. Grassroots structure is very, very important in election. I digress. Let me just stay on course and finish this video. So Reno is entitled to his vote. Every Nigerians are also entitled to their vote. But every Nigerian needs to know the full picture. Dear Reno Omokiri, next time, paint the full picture to them. Not just 15 things that look good on paper. So guys, do you agree with Reno Omokiri? Or do you think the daily reality tells a different story? Drop your honest answer in the comment section. Don't forget to follow this page for more Nigerian content. I'll see you on the next one.
It's unfortunate. I saw this APC lady who is always saying, "Oh, Reno is better. He's more articulated. He's this. He gives figure. He's more than those who are condemning him because he once supported condemned Tinubu, and at the end of the day, he came back to the realization that all he said. Are you saying what all he said about Tinubu? They are all lies." And the lady was saying, yes, no matter what you say, that he deserves to be an ambassador and what have you, because all of them don't have integrity. And I used to say, so now woman be this one, somebody, this one will come be people, children. So they talk nonsense and they just dish it out. Thank God for internet. The way they are dishing the rubbish out, people are coming to correct them. You see the analysis given by this guy, very detailed. They will just say one thing, like the man that came out and said 600 billion naira has been distributed or given to 10 million household. And some people say, oh, they should publish the names and all of that. That is not the issue. If they say they have done X, Y, Z, what is the effect of that? That is what we should be talking about. He's not just coming out to say all this rubbish, just like Reno said, and this guy has come to debunk all of those things line by line. And the federal government said they have distributed 600 billion naira to eradicate poverty. Then the question is, that has the poverty been eradicated? How many people have been pulled out of the pool of poverty? They cannot even give figure. I remember when the same people were mocking obedience, saying, Shana statistics will go chop. Now they feed on the same statistics morning, afternoon, and twice at night. Did Naira have value before? Somebody is asking nonsense question. So if it did not have value, so it shouldn't continue to have value. Chai, you just decided to bring your leg out for thorough dragging. APC relied on bullying votes or buying votes. For anyone who will see say their votes to APC without voting for a change, Nigeria will happen to them. A big game, but Buhari government bailed out state government's salaries. That is true. Show him the statistics of the items that the price, the amount, what's the prices of the items that we buy today compared to before. They will tell you they are doomed and liars, and you are still borrowing less than what you are making. Is this not insane? It is insane. No, no be scam be that. May God keep you for standing in the side of truth. That's it. Yeah, nice one. Article is coming. Asao now. Even they go share money. Nigeria are now wise to choose their candidates. Even the blind ones feel how bad the APC situation is. Okay, you had a follower. Most people thinking Tinubu is doing well are really very dumb people. How can economy be growing but suffering and inflation is increasing?